y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We're just gonna do a quick collective check-in with the Yin Yang Oracle. It's what, Thursday? I'm very tired today, and of course it's the one day I have to leave my house and do something. Well, that's not true. I have to do that 2 other times tomorrow and the next day, but tired of bullshit, you know? Alright, anyway, good morning. Fucking damn it. I got all these board games. I don't know if you can see them. There's like a fuck ton over there too. And last night I was like going through and taking the plastic and tape off of everything and putting all the pieces in little Ziplocs. And I like doing shit like that. Where is the one that just turned around? I thought there was a card that flipped over. Guess not. Alright. How's it going? Ooh, action, courage, Jupiter, beginnings with reunion and soul tie. So, maybe you're gonna have a little summer love. What is that song from Greece? Summer loving had me a blast. Toxicity patterns bound. Comfort zone. Higher self-activation coming out in reverse. Transcendence and unity. So sometimes when we are stuck in our comfort zone, we stay in these cycles because it's comfortable. Even if we know, this isn't right, I shouldn't be doing this. This is self-harm to a certain degree. We can still stay stuck in these cycles because it's comfortable. Even if we know all those other things. We also have ego, vanity, pride with external partying coming out. So maybe that is the cycle that we are in. Maybe that's the comfort zone, instead of like acknowledging that you're kind of a dick or you have a drinking problem or whatever, you're obsessed with sex, you just stay in that space. That's cool. But according to the cards, I think we're getting out of that energy. And I've done this reading before, so this is probably for one of the waves of folks who are awakening. Because maybe another reason that you're escaping that or using coping mechanisms for escapism, such as drinking, drugs, sex, external validation of any sort, ego-driven actions. Why did I just get blue? Anyway, it could be because you are within a contract, career, or commitment that you're really not about. You mute yourself with how you're feeling instead of speaking your truth. But I feel like if you can harness up enough energy to get your truth out, take that action, you're gonna live an entirely different life, which is what I say all the time. You're literally at any given moment, you are one decision away from an entirely different reality. It's true. And I mean, that can go either way, right? You could drink yourself into psychosis and become homeless or addicted to other shit. Or you could, work towards your goals, keep setting the goalpost a little bit further and further as you meet those goals, and come into who the fuck you're supposed to be, your north node, right? Right now the south node is in Virgo until next summer, and Virgo is in the tarot represented by the Hermit card. Virgo's an earth sign, and so whatever it is that you feel ungrounded about, whatever coping mechanism or comfort zone you're staying within, Virgo is inviting you to reflect and learn new skills or find ways out of that. Now, with Virgo being in the South Node, Pisces, Virgo's sister sign, is in the North Node again until the same time period next year. Pisces is a water sign. Pisces is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. A bit delusional and aloof, but definitely like breakthrough energy. If you think about Pisces, Pisces represented by the fish. So I'm a Pisces sun sign, and I like to think about myself as swimming in the ocean, and I like exploring new spaces, new things, meeting new beings, right? Think about how vast the ocean is, and think of that energy of Pisces being able to swim through whatever is happening, right? It's giving Ariel, like the OG cartoon movie for some reason. Maybe like the treasure part when she's like talking about all of the things she's found. But anyway, that depth that we're talking about with the metaphor or analogy of Pisces is what the North and South Node are supporting for you. Virgo is going to be on the Earth in hermited energy, South Node, continuing these cycles perhaps. But the hermit energy is someone who's self-reflective and someone who is energy that wants to grow. Energy that doesn't really tolerate bullshit. So that includes bullshit from yourself, right? Whatever expectations you have of others around you, make sure you're holding yourself to that same standard, okay? So we do have some better cards coming out. There's Fate, Detours, Divine Intervention with this higher self activation. Again, this higher self activation is going to happen within what I was just talking about as you step out of your comfort zone and into your purpose, right? This society in which we live has, what are those called? I'm thinking of bowling and like the bumpers that they put up when little kids are bowling so that it doesn't go in like the gutter right away. I'm really better with those too. But like it's like that. The comfort zone is like those bumpers, right? So as you step out of your comfort zone, you get more and more aligned. So thinking about that bowling ball being able to go down the entire lane to hit the pins, that's that process of practice, right? Within stepping out of your comfort zone and into a more aligned purpose. Not sure where these analogies are coming from, but I like it. It makes sense. So we do have reunion. Okay, so first we have attraction hot. This could be about coming into union with another, because we do have unity and reunion here. We are all being aligned to our soul families. And part of that is romantic love in order to kind of reinstill faith in love on this planet, because in this time it's kind of being overshadowed by what everything else is going on, right? Real love is not something that people really believe in right now, because of the world we live in, because of the way that people have been moving, right, within this ego and party energy and whatever toxicity and contracts. We're all being invited to, experience a rebirth of who we are at our core, right? A soul awakening. And you have free will, you're able to make your own decisions, but with this divine intervention and detours and fate, the more hesitant or stubborn or apprehensive you are about stepping into, reconnecting with the parts of you that wanted to do something and you're doing something totally different now. You know, reawakening that inner child to really step into who you are is essential, right? Venus and offer. Again, we were talking a little bit about love. So maybe there's an offer that you're extending, or Blink 182, even if she falls in love. We have to travel today, and I'm not very excited about it. But anyway, sorry. What offer is, oh, it's coming out right underneath. Okay, so we've got toxicity bound patterns, fate, detours, divine intervention, and then Venus and offer. So I would say keep your options open right now. You may be receiving some sort of divine intervention. Maybe someone's about to email you about like a brand deal, or you know, maybe you're getting into a program of something that you've applied for a long time ago. Oh, look at what we have on the bottom, the North Node, cosmic purpose. Whatever this offer is, it could be around love, with that here, or it could just be someone aligned in your energy. People who have similar visions and goals and purposes. Again, that's who your soul family is. People are watching you. Give them something to talk about. Remember that what people say about you is none of your concern. It's none of your fucking business. We also have chemistry and passion. So we have contracts, careers, commitments, and then we have attraction and chemistry coming out under those. So this could be someone who's stuck within a comfort zone of a marriage, even though they want or desire something else. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you do it, you know, break up, get a divorce, come up with some sort of an arrangement so that you are able to go after what you really want, right? This society has such a bad monogamy, and marriage can be really, really toxic if you don't want it anymore. And it's okay to outgrow people, situations, relationships, places. You are in a state of constant growth while you are alive on this planet, and maybe that's part of your purpose, is to be that, I'm getting like illustration, be that example for others, to be like, follow your dreams regardless of what feels like it's holding you back. There's always a way out, right? Self-imposed bondage. A lot of the times people will just stay in stuff again because of your comfort zone. The last card coming out is thoughts and isolating. So there may be a lot of ruminating, again, that Virgo energy within the South Node. Maybe there's just a lot of mental energy about this process for you. Mental energy in the tarot is air energy, also represented by the direction east. So if you're feeling unsettled in your mental, or you're thinking about shit too much, or you're just like going through the same cycles, right? If this breakthrough is not happening, I would say call on the direction of east, or work with air elements using incense or Palo Santo. White sage is a closed practice for indigenous folks in the United States or Americas. Don't use that if you are not them. Incense is a good one to go with if you are... Palo Santo is also not a closed practice. Anyway, or just work with, like, go outside and breathe fresh air. What are you two doing? There's cats fighting under the futon over here. Anyway, whatever you're going through, remember that divine intervention is here. So maybe you're ready for that catalyst as well. Moldavite is a stone that a lot of people use when they're ready to like just completely catapult into a different dimension. You can also do a 2-cup method. Check that out on YouTube. I'm sure people have made videos about the 2-cup method. That uses the element of water, but that's another way to kind of catalyst yourself into an entirely different reality. I have to let you go because we have to go on our road trip and I have to get my son awake. But I will see you later. Have a good one.